Uber driver asked, "Does anyone know you're coming home this late?" I laughed nervously. Then he locked the doors. Just left my company's end of quarter celebration. It ran way later than expected. By the time I finally said my goodbyes, it was almost midnight and I was exhausted. My coworkers offered to wait with me, but I told them I'd be fine. The Uber was already 3 minutes away. When the car pulled up, I checked the license plate, matched the driver's face to the app, and got in. His name was Dave, late 50s, gray beard, quiet. He gave me a polite nod and started driving. For the first 10 minutes, everything seemed normal. I was scrolling through my phone, barely paying attention to the route. Then I noticed we weren't on the highway. I looked up. We were on some back road surrounded by trees. No streetlights, no other cars. That's when Dave glanced at me in the rearview mirror and asked, "Does anyone know you're coming home this late?" I laughed nervously, but something felt wrong. Before I could answer, I heard the click. He locked the doors. My heart started pounding so hard I could feel it in my throat. I looked at my phone, 3% battery. I opened my messages and started typing frantically to my roommate Sarah. "Track my location now. Something is wrong." I hit send. Message failed. I tried again, failed, then my screen went black, dead. I was alone on a dark road with a stranger who had just locked me inside his car. I started running through my options. I had my keys in my purse. I positioned them between my fingers like my mom taught me. I thought about grabbing the door handle and throwing myself out if he slowed down enough. I thought about screaming even though there was no one around to hear me. Then Dave pulled off the road into an abandoned gas station, the kind with broken pumps and shattered windows, the kind you see in horror movies right before something terrible happens. He stopped the car and turned off the headlights. I couldn't breathe. He turned around slowly in his seat and looked directly at me. I was ready to claw his eyes out if I had to, but then he said something that completely flipped everything I was thinking. "Ma'am, I need you to stay calm. There's a black sedan that's been following us since the moment I picked you up. He's parked about 50 feet behind us right now." I didn't move. "What?" I whispered. "Look in your side mirror. Don't turn around. Just look." I shifted my eyes to the mirror. Headlights. A car just sitting there in the darkness. Engine running. No one getting out. Dave's voice was steady, almost too calm, like he'd done this before. "I'm a retired police officer," he said. "I've been driving Uber at night for the past 3 years, specifically to keep an eye out for situations like this. That car was circling your building for about 20 minutes before you came outside. When you got in my car, he pulled out right behind us. He's followed every turn I've made since. I felt like I was going to throw up. I took this route on purpose," Dave continued. "I wanted to see if he'd follow us somewhere isolated. He did. That tells me everything I need to know." My hands were shaking. "Who is he?" Dave shook his head. "I was hoping you could tell me. Do you recognize that car?" "A black Nissan Altima, tinted windows." The moment he said Nissan Altima, my entire body went numb. I knew exactly who it was. My ex-boyfriend John, the one I dated for 2 years before I finally got the courage to leave. The one who showed up at my job after I broke up with him. The one who sat outside my apartment for hours. The one I had to get a restraining order against 8 months ago. I thought I was finally free. "It's my ex," I said quietly. "I have a restraining order against him?" Dave didn't look surprised. He just nodded slowly like this confirmed what he already suspected. "Okay," he said. "Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to call my old partner on the force. He works nights. We're going to stay right here until a unit arrives. You're going to be okay. I promise you that." He pulled out his phone and dialed a number. I could hear the conversation. "Ray, it's Dave. I need a unit at the abandoned Shell station on Route 9. Possible stalking violation. Suspect vehicle is a black Nissan Altima parked about 50 feet east of my location. Female passenger in my car has an active restraining order against the driver of that vehicle." He hung up and looked at me again. 8 minutes, he said. "They'll be here in 8 minutes. Those were the longest 8 minutes of my life. I kept staring at the mirror. John just sat there, waiting. Finally, I saw flashing lights in the distance. 2 police cars pulled into the gas station from opposite directions, boxing John in completely. I watched them pull him out. I watched them put him in handcuffs. They found zip ties in his glove box, duct tape in his trunk, a printout of my work schedule. The officer told me later, "If your driver hadn't noticed, we don't know how tonight would have ended." I gave that Uber driver a 5-star rating, and John got 5 years for attempted assault.